page 169 at the end of module 9 about meetings, the last activity there. It is structured the same way as an exam paper is. So it's a good example and a good practice for you, and it is full of things that will catch you out. So, page 169, activity 6.9, first read the background. The background says, you, Fussy Reddy, that is a name of a lady, are the secretary of the Interact Club at your college. So, first, you are at college, you are a college student, you are part of a club, one of the SRC's clubs, and this club's name is Interact Club. It looks for me like it is a club of people who like to go out and help other people, do good things and so on. Because you received the following circular, it's like a pamphlet, this whole purple block you have here on page 169. You received it from Missy Rampele, coordinator of Jabulani Children's Home. And this pamphlet it says everything that they do. They even start with the Charter of Children's Basic Education Rights, what the South African Human Rights Commission and the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa, those 2 paragraphs at the beginning, says every child has a right to education, even disabled children. Physical disabled and special needs children and everything. Then there's a heading in the middle above that picture that says voluntary part-time help needed at Jabulani Children's Home. So they sent you this thing because they wanted you to come and help at the children's home, give special attention to some kids and so on. So next to the picture it says they teach or care for physically disabled primary school children and children with special needs. There's syndromes and conditions. Syndromes are just the illnesses that they have. You can say it's an illness or whatever, the problem that they have. Or their conditions include cerebral palsy, that is a brain problem that makes that you can't move or study or talk as well as other people. Multiple physical impairments, ADHD, that is if you have really terrible hyperactivity and attention deficit problems, the child cannot focus. He is busy with this and this and this. Everything is distracting him and he can't focus on his work. And specific learning disabilities. So they have lots of different problems there with the children. Choose where you would like to help. You can be a class aide, help a child with his work, schoolwork, help in the library, assist with administration. You can help the lady in the office with bookkeeping, help with sport and physical education, swimming, soccer and cricket, anywhere where needed. What will you gain? What will you get out of it? Kind of a question that you shouldn't ask. Going to help these people, not to get something out of it. But okay, she writes it for you. Sit down. What will you gain? An opportunity to gain life experience. You will make friends, and you will enjoy it. It's an unforgettable experience, and you get new skills and things. Right. So at the bottom of this purple pamphlet of hers, she gives her address and things. Okay. Now turn the page. Question 1. First, before we go on, we must read the question properly. So, number 1, notice an agenda of a special meeting. That's what you will have to write. That is your writing piece that you must write. You discuss the content of the information circular, that pamphlet, with the chairperson of the Interact Club, Mr. Willem Grootboom. You discuss it with your chairman, and he suggests that you convene a special meeting in the student room for 15 March at 3 o'clock. Why is it a special meeting? You can't wait for the monthly meeting. That's why it's a special meeting. Maybe it will be the April holidays now, and you won't have a monthly meeting before that. Your next meeting is next quarter. So you must have a special meeting, because during the holidays, when students have no class, they can use some of their time to go and help at this children's home. It would be great if some of the students could help, as it is almost April holidays. Write a notice and agenda in letter format to the members of the club. The special meeting is to discuss the availability of members to volunteer at Jabulani Children's Home, discuss transport as well. So what do they give you that you can write? They give, the special meeting is to discuss the availability of members. You will see, you can write it somewhere, I will tell you where. And discuss transport is one of your agenda points. You can use that in agenda. Okay, but further, as we see, it says letter format. Now we must start and go look for one that says special meeting and use the letter format. And unfortunately, those are in two different examples that we have. The one in letter format is page 156. The one that says special meeting is page 158. Okay. Let me do it on the board for you then. Not before you, with you. Because you started already now. How far are you? Did you write? Who did not have paper? You were not here on Friday. So on Friday I gave some paper, give to the others as well, give the rest back. I still need for the other classes. Okay. The monthly meeting on page 156, that Langa Soccer Club one, it is in letter format. It looks like a letter. But it is not a special meeting. So you must use the format of a letter, like the monthly meeting on 156. But when you get to the insides of the writing, the inside of the notice, you must use what is written in special meeting. So you must make a mix of the two. Okay. Should I make some space and then we try to write the thing? But get out yours. Show me what you have. Start with what you have. What must be, what did you think, what must be at the top? What? The club name. So the name of the club is Interact Club. I looked in the teacher's manual to see if I missed anything, and I did. We all missed something. We must put at the top, must put West Coast College. Yeah. If you write any letter to someone else, no, but this is not for someone else. It is inside. It's just your committee members. Okay. But yeah, I think always if the book doesn't really ask it, you must not be unfair to students. So I will not want to -1 for that. I think it's too strict. But okay, I just tell you that. Think a little further now you know. Now that we know that. Now it's letter format. We do the letter format thing first. You must put address. And whose address do you put there? Yeah, your maybe your personal address as the secretary, everything comes to you. Or maybe you have your SRC address at the college. Did they give an address for you? No. So you can make up your own address. But when I mark it, I will be looking out for one address, and that is the address of the Jabulani's Children's Home. That's the one thing I don't want to see. Further, your address must look like an address. Okay, so you can write a P.O. box something, or you can write, do you know what's the name of the street here? Ludolf Street. That old broken house there at the top was built by Mr. Ludolf in 300 years ago. That house is a national treasure. It must be fixed. Now just write any number. In English the number comes before the street, in Afrikaans behind. Then the name of your town. And how do you write it? Capital letters. Okay? And then you put a postal code, and how long must it be? 4 letters. 4 numbers long. At the left hand side, a telephone, a fax, and an email address. And I will just be looking if you put you use the Jabulani Children's Homes things, I will mark -1. Because you may not put Jabulani Children's Home. It's not them, it's you. No. You may not use their address. You are now sending a notice of a meeting to your fellow committee members of this Interact Club here at the college. So you can make up any telephone number, and it must 10 numbers long, must be 10 numbers long, and the fax 10 numbers long, and then you put an email address with an @ and a something.com. There you are. Okay. My things are flowing into one place. Okay. And you start your letter, because it must look like a letter. You start it with, you can use the example there of the Langa Soccer Club. Dear member. And okay, let's leave the middle for now. Just do the end that looks like a letter. Must be yours faithfully. And you sign, whose name do you sign? You must begin with the beginning. What did they say there? You are. You are this person. They say you are fussy ready. So you sign a name and you write neatly in what? Capital letters. Fussy ready secretary. Everything in capital letters. Because it is a letter format, it must look like a letter. Right. Now you go to the other one, special, page 158. Now we are going to look for the ingredients of a special meeting. Date. Okay, I forgot the date. When must that meeting be? 15 March. So yeah, give a few days time. Make it 8 March, as you said. 2024. Never in your life write for me 20 and make a little line like that. Please, before I die, don't do that. Shucks, I am working very not neat. I must make space here. These things must be out of each other, but okay. Now we do the middle. What is there at the special meeting? It must be subject line in capital letters, and you write that notice of the special meeting. I'm doing the whole job for you now. There's nothing on your papers. Ooh. I want you to practice it. So notice of a special meeting. I said it must be written there twice. Ne? Special meeting. And then when you start your story, please note that a special meeting, there's the second time. It must be written. And then you give the place, the date, the time. And it is a sentence, and when you are done with the sentence, you put a full stop. Okay? Yes. Watch me, watch me. You will see all the time. Where's my red? You will see that in your... Just wait. You will not put a full stop there. I know you all. Show me that I'm wrong, okay? I want full stops at the end of sentences. And then there's one more sentence that you must write when it is a special meeting. And that is the reason for that meeting. I can't come to another meeting. We already have monthly meetings. Why must I come to another one? It is because these people asked us to come and help. And then I think, oh, okay. Then I come. So there's your notice. Then now you must write the agenda. Below that. And the agenda, you follow the agenda of the special meeting. How is it different from a normal monthly meeting and an AGM? It doesn't have minutes of the previous meeting. No matters arising. No date of next meeting. Yeah. Now you are coming right. You are starting to understand the business. Right. Okay. Write the agenda. Let me see. Right. In the notice, you will write your reason. Notice of a special meeting. Please note that there will be a special meeting and you give your place, your date, your time, and then your reason. They gave the reason in the exam paper, here in this question. The second last sentence. Do you have the page? Page 170, number 1, that's your question. The second last sentence there, before that grey thing that says content language. It says, the special meeting is to discuss the availability of members to volunteer at Jabulani Children's Home. There's your sentence that you write here in the notice. And there's only one thing that they gave you to put in the agenda, and that is discuss transport as well. So further, you can make up your own agenda. So how will the agenda look? What will be in the agenda? You write agenda, you write. So you go to the special meeting, so you don't make a mistake. Umtata General Dealers, page 158. There you look and you say, attendance register, apologies, opening and welcoming. It's always there. Always there. For those three together, you get 1 point. Right. Then, opening and welcoming. Yeah. Then, okay, they put cause of the fire. Of course, it's not about the fire this time. It's just volunteering at the children's home. You can put 1 or 2 things. It's okay. Whatever you want. Maybe dates or who's responsible. Whatever you want to put on the agenda. You don't make decisions. You just say, we are going to talk about this. So you can put one thing. Volunteering at the children's home. But the one thing that must be there, because they gave it to you in the question, is transport. Organize the transport. And then after transport, you put closure. There's it. End of your agenda. Done. And that is your question 1. Question 1 is finished. Question 2, minutes of a special meeting. If they ask you minutes, but they don't ask agenda, you must always write a rough agenda. Because you cannot start writing minutes and you don't have an agenda. First, please, just mark somewhere there in your exam paper or somewhere where you have space. Write an agenda. And now you can do the minutes. It will be much easier. Okay. I'm going to stop it here now first.